What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. So, as we know, Victor Wembanyama is out with the season-ending injury. But before we get into all that, question for discussion: what are your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama's season ending due to this recent injury? So, from the Athletics, Sam Amick, the San Antonio Spurs announced that All-Star big man Victor Wembanyama is expected to miss the remainder of the season after being diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. The condition was found after he returned from All-Star weekend, the team said. Wembanyama reportedly had low energy recently that the Spurs felt was concerning. And after participating in All-Star weekend and taking a short vacation afterward didn't improve it. Tests were done where the deep vein thrombosis was found. Despite the diagnosis and missing the rest of the season, the Spurs are very confident that Wembanyama will make a full recovery for the start of next season. Honestly, I believe the same thing too. Victor Wembanyama going into in his second season and having those, it's hard because you have those couple of games left throughout the season, then going to the playoffs. I wish him a great recovery. This is a player who's one of one, generational talent, potential to be the face of the league. I want to play a clip for you guys, just give y'all a glimpse of what Victor Wembanyama's been doing all this season. Here we go.
On my watch. Guys are going to continue to try him. And that was
75 team. Alley-oop. Wemby with the one hand. Another long three from a mile away. Back to Wembanyama. Puts up a three. And gives. This guy is unreal.
How about throwing it off the glass?
Filipowski just had the turnover. Guarded by Wemby. Filipowski. No way. No way against Wemby. But given to Collins.
You see right there, Victor Wembanyama, this is what I'm talking about. This man does not give up on any play. He makes each possession count. Victor Wembanyama this season, averaging 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and shooting 47.6% from the field. I mean, his last 5 games, their loss to Boston, he was 17-4-13 with 2 blocks. He had a double-double there. Then their win against Washington, 31-4-9 with 3 blocks and 2 steals. They lost to Orlando, 18-4-9 with 4 steals and 4 blocks. Honestly, he could get a quadruple-double if he really wanted to with the stat line that he has. His 4th game, they lost to Charlotte, 16-3-11 with 5 blocks, and then they won against Atlanta Hawks, 24-2-12 with 1 block. So he really could get a quadruple double. Like, it doesn't matter what category of stats. Like, he plays all around. He's not afraid to take the shot. If you look at him, like, think of it like Kevin Durant, his height, and Bobo. It's like he's 2 times their size. He's like he can play any position. He can play forward. He can play the 3, the 4, the 5 if he wanted to. But Victor Wembanyama, accolades-wise, Rookie of the Year, All Rookie First Team, and All Defensive First Team. And so the head coach of the Spurs, who is covering for Greg Popovich, Mitch Johnson, he expects Wembanyama to be very intellectual and process-driven in his recovery. And what coach doesn't want that for their player? You want your player to be at his best when he comes back. You don't want him trying to rush back in because, think of it from Victor Wembanyama's perspective think of it from an NBA player's perspective. You get hurt and you're like, man, I wish I could be out there for my team. I wish I could be out there doing things to help my team win. But at the same time, at the end of the day, injuries, you can't avoid them. You have to deal with what you have to deal with. And he just needs to take his time and do the necessary training and recovery that's given to him to make sure he's in top tier shape. So when he comes back, He's going to be stronger. He's going to have a lot of big moments in year 3. So I'm excited for Victor Wembanyama to come back. Like I said, I pray that he has a great recovery, that he continues to be the best he can be, and he has the potential to be in the face of the league. And the last thing I want to cover before I end the show, the Spurs, what did they do after this incident occurred with Victor Wembanyama being out for the season? Well, they made some adjustments to the roster, and they did a great job doing it. They signed Bismack Biyombo to his second 10-day contract. And people who do or don't know Bismack Biyombo, I mean, he is a guy that does what's expected of him. He's an overachiever. He really just goes out there and plays his game, second chance opportunities, effective on defense, um, great ball IQ. He can pass the ball. He's really like those guys you can set in a pick and roll situation and he just cuts to the basket. Averaging 3.3 points, 1.0 assists, 1.7 rebounds, shooting 83.3% from the field, and only playing 9.7 minutes. Honestly, to me, his best years, Bismack Biyombo's best years were with the Charlotte Hornets when he played with LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier. So also, he's only played and started in 3 games this season, but throughout his career, he started in 353 games. So credit to the Spurs for getting this. It might not be what they expected because, Victor Wembanyama's out. That's their big guy. So I'm pretty sure I believe Bismack Biyombo is going to give it his all. He's going to do the necessary things that's going to help the Spurs get over that hump throughout the season. It's going to be he's going to play against guys that are twice his size. He's going to be, you're going to go through those mismatches on defense and offense, and he just has to take what the defense gives him. But anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.